Translate words into algebraic expressions, part 2. Welcome to this video where we'll solve 3 important word problems. The first problem is this one, problem 2, problem 3. So you'll see that in the first 2 problems, problem 1 and problem 2, there is a keyword, consecutive. So let's explain what that means, consecutive odd numbers, consecutive numbers. So a quick review. When they say consecutive numbers, you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are consecutive numbers, or like a 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, or 88, 89, 90, 91. So these are consecutive numbers. Okay. So if you have a number, you add the 1 to that number, you get the next number. You add the 1 to the next number, you get the following number, and so on. So we also have consecutive even number. So even numbers, okay, we have like a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and so on. We also have for 88, 90, so we can continue. But if they say consecutive odd numbers, okay, we have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, and so on. So yes, you understand the concept. Now let's go to problem 1. The sum of 5 consecutive numbers is 370. What is the fourth number in the sequence? This is a good thing to pause the video and try to solve the question before you continue to see how I will solve it. Okay, forget about this. 5x plus 10 is not in the problem. What you have to understand is that we're going to use a variable to solve the problem. So we will call x the first number. Therefore, the second number will be what? X plus 1. Understand that these are consecutive numbers. So if you know the first number, you add a 1 to that first number, you get the second number. You add another 1 to the second number, you get the third number. That's why we have all this information. So x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 4. Now, if we add all the 5 numbers, because they say first number plus the second number plus the third number plus the fourth number plus the fifth number, in total we have 370. And remember, we replace the first number by x, the second number we say x plus 1, the third number we say x plus 2, so x plus 3, and the last number x plus 4. That means this is 370 if we add all of them. Okay, the reason we have this here. Now we're going to combine like terms. So x are like term and numbers also are like term. So in total we have 5x plus 10 is equal to 370. Now let's go back to this side. So 5x plus 10 is equal to 370. To solve for x, the first thing to do is to remove the 10. So we're going to subtract 10 on both sides. Therefore, we have 5x is equal to 360 because 370 minus 10. After that, we're going to divide both sides by 5 to get x alone. So in that case, we're going to have x is equal to 72. But this is not yet the answer because in the question they say, what is the fourth number? So x is the first number. That's the way we call x. We call x the first number. So if x is the first number, now from the first number, we can figure out the rest number. So we have 73, gonna be the second number, 74, the third number, 75, the fourth number, and 76, the fifth number. But the question said the fourth number. So that fourth number is 75. Therefore, the correct choice is C. The next problem, problem 2. Again, forget about this. The sum of 4 consecutive odd numbers is 104. What is the largest number? So here they don't say consecutive numbers, but they say consecutive odd numbers. So we know that odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and so on. So we don't know yet that first odd number. So we'll call x the first odd number. So if x is the first odd number, the next odd number will be x plus 2. So remember, if we have a 1 as a first odd number, we need to add the 2 to 1 to get a 3, add the 2 to 3 to get a 5, add the 2 to 5 to get a 7, and so on. So that's the relationship. So we added 2 to the previous number. Therefore, we're going to have x plus 2, x plus 4, x plus 6. And if you add all these 4 numbers, we get 104. Now, again, we combine like terms. So we have x 4 times. So that'll give you 4x plus 12. Where the 12 came from? We have a 2 plus 4, which is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. So having 4x plus 12 equals 104, you're going to solve for that x. So if you go back here, what you do is to subtract 12 on both sides. So we're going to subtract 12, subtract 12. Therefore, you have a 4x. Okay, this cancel out is equal to 92. To get x alone, we will divide both sides by 4. And we get x is equal to 23. So this x is the first odd number. Now, the next odd number will be what? 25. It's not going to be 24 because they say odd number. They don't say even number. They don't say consecutive number. They say consecutive odd number. So we have a 23, 25, 27, okay, 29. So you have 4 consecutive odd numbers. But here the question is to find the largest number. And that largest number here is 29. Therefore, the correct choice is D. The last problem, problem 3. 4 less than 4 less than the product of a number x. If you watch the part 1 of this topic, you will understand that less than is that you're gonna switch the word. So 4 less than the product of a number x and the 5. So when they say product of a number x and the 5, so that product means multiplication. But they say 4 less than the product. So we're gonna switch. That means what? We will have the 5x, which is a number multiplied by 5. And this time minus 4, So that's the meaning of 4 less than the product of a number x and 5. And they say is equal to, so that's this symbol in math, is equal to 8 more than, okay, so 8 plus 8 more than the sum, okay, so more than we have the plus, but plus what? Plus the sum. And the sum of what? The sum of 2 and the product of 3 and the number. So the sum of 2 and 3, the product of 3 and the number. So that means you have 8 plus 2 plus 3x. Here is not to solve for x or to solve the equation. But what they want from you is that to choose, the correct equation which will help us to solve for x. So again, is to understand that we want to translate, this word or this word problem into equation. And yes, that's the way you should have it. And the correct choice here is B. This one here. Okay. So feel free, to leave any comment, yeah, and like the video if you see that the concept is clear, is understood, and overall you have to understand that practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. I will see you in our next video. Thank you.